Hey guys, Matt with the Mad Catter. All right, today I want to talk about something that's kind of come to my attention over the last, short period of time, last half a year, on my filming travels, and that is the feeding of feral cats. Um, the area that I live in has a lot of people that do put out food for the ferals. They put out water dishes and food. But one thing that I've been noticing is that there are people out there who are putting human food out for cats. Now, even though their motives are honorable and it is a very kind thing to do to put any type of food out to try and help an animal that's hungry, some of the food that I've been coming across that's being fed to these feral cats is not good for them. And more specifically, it's human food. It looks like it's been prepared for a family, like people in the house were cooking, and maybe there was stuff left over and they put it outside for the cats. A lot of this food tends to be very ethnic food, spicy food, Hispanic food, Asian food, Indian food. These foods have a lot of spices in them, and I'm talking not just talking about a little flavoring. I'm talking about hot peppers. Stuff like that really isn't that good for cats. In fact, it's really bad for cats. Um, if you feel the need or the desire to try and help cats in your area and put food out for them, I have a couple suggestions. It might make things a little easier and be better for the cats. I've kind of noticed that the plates of food that have been set outside for these cats kind of look like they were stuff that was served to whoever was living in the house. And maybe it was leftovers, so they put it outside, as an act of kindness for the cats, which is really honorable. But what you might want to do is, if you're eating something with meats in it, like chicken or something, or stuff like that, fish, maybe take a small portion that you would normally have left over and put outside and cook that without any spices, and then put that out. If you're putting out just regular cooked chicken, I'm not talking about deep fried chicken or, fried chicken with lots of breaded skin on it and grease and stuff like that. One time isn't going to kill the cat if it's eating greasy chicken, but it looks like these chickens are getting these cats are getting this on a regular basis. So my suggestion would be to maybe take a little portion of whatever you're making and set it aside and give it to them without any spices or onions or any of that kind of stuff. And there's many reasons for that. Long-term health effects. It's really bad for the cats. They're not designed to eat a lot of that type of stuff. Their digestive system isn't designed to process it. Too, like I mentioned, peppers. If you're using a lot of things like jalapeno peppers and stuff like that, the peppers can actually cause burning in the cat's mouth, cause burning in the cat's throat. It could be painful for them after a while, and they can stop eating because it hurts to eat, it hurts to swallow. Also, with their digestive tract, that kind of stuff could cause erosion of the stomach lining. It could be eating away at their stomach lining. There's a lot of problems that it can cause. So the easiest solution to any of that is if you're feeding feral cats and you have cats that come to your yard and you want to help out and you want to do something kind for them, would be just to buy a bag of cat food that you could put in a little bowl and put out on wherever in your yard or your front yard. A lot of the people I see are putting it out in their front yard. If you can't afford that, which I totally understand, believe me, we understand, not being able to afford an extra expense, especially after, the last several years, how hard and expensive things have gotten. Then maybe foods that you have that you haven't spiced yet, you haven't added these spices and, put onions and other added ingredients into. If you have some chicken that's just been cooked or boiled chicken or whatever you have, just put a little bit off to the side and give that to the cats. It's much better for them. Just trying to come up with some solutions for this, because I've noticed it. A lot of the people in my area that do put food and water out for the cats. They do put, dry cat food. Some of them even put dry and wet cat food out. Especially the couple of colonies that we have around here, they feed wet and dry. But human food can be really dangerous for cats. So I just kind of wanted to do a video and share that. But I would also like to say that your heart's in the right place. If you're putting food out for hungry animals, your heart's in the right place. You are being kind and doing a great thing. But you just want to be a little careful of what type of food you're putting out there, because if it's got a lot of spicy, hot peppers in it and other things, you might want to Google what cats can eat and what they can't eat, because a lot of times a lot of the stuff that we put in our food is really, really bad for them. And some things can be toxic to cats too, so you want to be careful of that. So I just wanted to share that in a quick video with everybody. If there's people that haven't seen my channel before and come across this video, maybe it'll help make a little difference. But yeah, there's the simplest solution is to buy a big bag of dry cat food and just put a little platter of the dry cat food out at night. It's not the best food in the world. They're not getting all their nutrients from that. But a lot of times it's better than, greasy or very spicy food. That stuff's really bad for cats. So, if you can afford to do that, that's probably the easiest solution. Otherwise, like I said, you can just take, if you're cooking up a big chicken or turkey or, a lot of fish or whatever, you can put that out too before it's had spices and stuff added to it. And another thing is like cans of like human food, like tuna fish and mackerel and sardines and salmon. A lot of those canned fishes have a super high concentration of sodium, of salt. So you want to be kind of careful about giving that out regularly. As a treat, it's not a big deal. Like a once in a blue moon kind of thing. Cat trappers and people that do TNR, we use that kind of stuff to trap cats. It's not stuff that we actually feed to the cats again. Well, we use it to trap them because it's, to be blunt about it, it's really stinky. And they can smell it from far off. So that's kind of, if you see people trapping cats and they're using stuff like sardines and canned salmon and stuff like that, that's the reason they do it. But they don't keep feeding the cats that because of the super high level of sodium in that stuff, especially the canned stuff. Fresh salmon, fresh stuff like that, that's different. But when they can it and they put it in, the juice and stuff like that, it's got all kinds of salt and additives. So just kind of an idea to try and be helpful to people out there that are doing something that's really good. It's really kind, really good. If you're trying to help these cats and feed them, your heart's in the right place. We just got to kind of try and be a little more aware of what we're giving them. So that's all I got on that today. Just wanted to talk about it. I've got a couple other videos I'm going to do today. I'll get those out either tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. All right. I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, do something kind for cats. A word to our subscribers. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the support for the channel. You guys mean the world to us. So thank you guys. Do something kind for cats.